Hi, I'm Cindy Olsen and I'm with Groton Senior Center, and today we have a Senior Beat for you. We have a special guest, Mary Jo Riley, Senior Center Supervisor. Mary Jo, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Just so that our viewers know, we are doing this Zoom. It's a virtual meeting because we can't do it live. This is a COVID-19 meeting, so we are doing the best we can, safe distancing, trying to give you the best update we can. So Mary Jo, with the current circumstances, what is the Senior Center offering now?
Right now, we are offering our biggest program, which is our grab and go meals. We, people who are seniors can call in between 9 and 10:30 to order a meal, and then they come and pick it up from 11:30 to 12:30, but they're not coming in the building. They're just pulling up, and the staff gather with our masks on and bring the meals out to them. And so it's worked out really good. We have served since March 17th, 1,748 meals by this grab and go method, which is almost half of what we do for grab and go meals for the last 8 months. So it's been a big help to a lot of seniors. And it's really important to make sure that they have access to good nutrition. And the staff seems to like it too. Yes. I know that we can identify some cars now. We know what people drive, and we try to get out there quickly for them so that they're not having to wait around. But grab and go really is important because some people, this is the only hot meal they have during the day. We also have one driver on staff that is currently working, and he does do delivery. So people who can't drive that normally would come into the center to have a meal are able to call in, order the meal, and our driver will bring it out. One of the nicest things is that we've had people donate to pay for the meals. So we've had over $2,500 donated to go towards these meals for seniors. And it's really just heartwarming that people do that. Another program that we're doing is we are continuing trying to keep people to be able to get to their medical appointments. Mm-hmm. So on a limited basis, we are able to take people to medical appointments as they need it. We know that there are other options, and a lot of people are hunkering down at home, and doctors are doing telemedicine. But there are some people that have physical therapy, or they have dialysis, or they have chemo treatments that need to get out to their doctors or get to the medical center. So we're really trying to keep that going for them. And not only is our transportation providing it, but we have a grant program with Eastern Connecticut Transportation Consortium, and that program is still going on too. So they have a couple of options for medical. And then we are also Mondays and Wednesdays continuing with our grocery shopping. I can't guarantee that there will be toilet paper when you get there or cleaning items, but you can get to the grocery stores and purchase what you need for the week. So people, again, just need to call the center to book a transportation ride for that.
And they have to be a Groton senior, correct?
Groton senior for shopping and medical transportation. Yes, definitely.
Now, for takeout dinner, do they have to live in Groton?
For the takeout, no. They can just call and order the meal in the morning. It is $5 per meal, but you get a main entree, a starch and a vegetable that kind of plan. But, one day it may be ham, mashed potatoes, and corn. Mm-hmm. Another day it may be meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy, and a vegetable. We had hamburgers and French fries one day. That was a big hit. So that
today.
Yes, every day is a different item, and we put it on our Facebook page, and people can look at the menu there. Or if they drive up to the senior center between 11:30 and 12:30, we can bring out a menu if they haven't ordered, because a lot of people are doing that too, is picking up the menu for the week.
True.
Some of the programs that we still have going on, our fitness instructors have been doing virtual classes. So you can Zumba in the privacy of your living room at home, or take yoga, Tai Chi. So those classes are still going on. And if anybody's been a student here or would like to try a class through our fitness instructors, they can call the front desk. The main number is 860-441-6785, and we can give out the information to do the virtual classes. We also have our Discover Connections program going on, which is our program for people who have dementia or Alzheimer's, or are also having difficulty socializing. So we do have those clients doing a virtual class too. So we are keeping busy here. We do have the staff rearranging everything, and then we're rearranging it again because we really don't know how long we will be closed for and how long that things will not be open. So staff are really working hard to keep things planned or cancel things and plan new that really will fit kind of how the community is going to be when we do open up.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I know, questions and worries and different information's being put out there. So for us at this time, we are looking at what is the senior center looking at for as far as what we can say we are doing at this point?
Currently, we can't tell you anything because we are really waiting on what the governor and the State Department of Health and our own Ledgelight Health District recommends. But it looks like we will be phasing back into opening up. And because we work with the most vulnerable population, we will most likely have us fully open last in the last phase, but we will try to be doing some things. We are looking into trying to possibly this summer doing some outdoor classes, possibly offering Choices health insurance counseling and our benefits counseling and our nutrition counseling, which are all one-on-one as a limited basis and allowing people to come in. But again, like you currently have to do, you're going to have to wear your masks. Yeah. And we do clean up after everybody comes in and leaves because we're really conscious about keeping the area sanitized. Currently, we only have 10 people that come into the building and go out of the building. So once we open up to more people, that puts everybody more at risk. So we're really conscious of that.
And just so our audience knows, with the 10 now, I know, but they don't know, how are we doing it? Are we wearing masks? Are we all gathered together?
This is kind of how we always relate. Virtually, we do a lot of texting, even though we're in the building, but everybody wears a mask to walk around the building. And if we're in our own private offices, we can take them off. But some of the staff, we've rotated schedules. Some of the staff work from home part of the time just to keep the number of people within the building down and to keep that potential exposure down. Yeah. So we really try to do that social distancing.
Yeah, we're really trying to keep the health situation on a positive here. So what about those people who have already paid for a class that was already in session, or maybe paid ahead for the current, what we would be going into is spring session 2? What about those people?
We have put for the classes, I'll start with the session where we closed right in the middle of the session. We calculated what amount of money you spent per class and what should have been left over, and that money has been credited to everybody's account so they can use it for whatever program. They could use it for the meal program, the grab and go right now. but that money is available on account at the senior center. If they had thought so positive about us having a spring 2 session and they paid for a class, that money is also fully put on your account. So they haven't lost any money there. And it really is important for us for people to realize that, when we were put on hold Friday the 13th in March, that we were closing that day, everything from then on has been put on people's accounts. Because we just, again, don't know when we're going to reopen. The special group that we have are all the people in our fitness center. They pay for year membership. So we are doing the same thing for them. It doesn't matter if on March 16th, that was the last day. We are extending their membership through the period of time we are closed and that they cannot use the fitness center. So they will gain that number of weeks back. Okay. So if they were due to renew April 1st, they would get those last 2 weeks in March back, and we extend that time till so if we open July 1 or we open September 1, whenever we open, we're going to count those number of weeks back to March 13th and extend that amount of time for their fitness center membership. So in the long run, hopefully nobody is out anything because of what we've had to do. Yeah. And again, it was for their health and their welfare that we closed down.
Oh, definitely. I want to touch back on something you said earlier. The fitness instructors who've been so great at having virtual classes and setting up Facebook pages to have their classes showed on, what's the scenario with them? Are they currently still being paid? Like, how is that working for them? Because of course we care not only about our own staff and our seniors, but we also care a lot about our instructors.
We have the best group of instructors here, and not only are they talented and knowledgeable, but they have big hearts. So they are doing this as a free program online, and they're doing this all on their own. So they made the decision that, hey, we're closed Friday the 13th. Next week, I'm going to start offering programs virtually. So they've all gone through their own systems. We have somebody that is Silver Sneakers certified. So through Silver Sneakers, they could do it. Some of them are doing Zoom classes. Some are recording the classes, and then you can play it and take the class anytime in the privacy of your living room.
Which I have done.
Yeah, so they really are great at doing this, and we so appreciate them offering to do this for the participants here at the center.
They've been tremendous.
Yes, they have.
So what kind of precautions, say when we are starting to open, are we looking at to make this a safe environment for not only the staff, but every senior that walks in the door?
Again, when we do open our doors to everybody on the outside, it's not going to be all classes and everything the same. We will open for a limited number of things, and it may, again, like I said, be the one-on-one type of things like nutrition counseling, and people will be expected to wear masks when they enter the building. We don't know if we're going to go as far as temping people when they come in. That's something that will be decided once we hear what the state is planning and what recommendations the health district has for us. So they could expect that furniture will be moved. And so it's moved more to help with social distancing. So when they come in, they're not going to be sitting directly next to their friend. There will be space between chairs and space between people sitting at tables, so that we do keep, again, because we have the vulnerable population, we do keep them at lower risk that way. So we're opening slowly. So again, we're not going to start boom with all of our classes. We're going to start with a few things. And then as we go through the months and weeks of this, we'll add more classes as we feel comfortable and we feel safe in doing. Currently, our cleaning company does a great job at sanitizing the building. So again, when we open up, they're going to have to do just that much more because people are now in the building.
So one thing, you said we're going to open up slowly, but one thing I think is important for the public to know is we're going to be doing it in phases. And again, we're only going to do what is told to us by the legislative health district and the governor, town manager, our higher up. So anything we do, we've done through great thought.
Yes, yes. And senior centers are a little different because again, not that we're like nursing homes and senior housing, but in a sense, we share the same population group, and people of 65 and older are at risk. And people 65 and older with lung disease or heart disease or cancer, they're at greater risk. So we're trying to do it slowly for the health of everybody.
Yeah. One of the things we've always been proud about is the amount of people we serve a day. But now I feel like it's kind of bittersweet because now it's kind of, we can't serve all those people. We've actually served so many people, we can't do a big, just grand opening again. Do you find that to be a problem in trying to reassess how we're going to reopen?
It's hard because we want to do things to celebrate everybody coming back, but it's going to be kind of a soft opening where you'll only have a few people at a time. And when are you going to be able to do the big events, the big luncheons, the celebrations like Thanksgiving dinner? Is that going to be different in the fall? We just don't know. And so I hate to say we're not full of answers, but we're full of hope that we'll be getting people back sooner rather than later. But we are going to take our time. We are going to be very thoughtful about how we progress. But we do like the fact that some people have called us and just said, hey, I've missed you. I'd like to know how you're doing and how's the staff. Then we have other people that we call just to say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while and I'd really like to know how you're doing. So that's been really kind of fun for the staff to hear from different people. And I have to say, I don't know if it was done anonymously or not, but I'll give a shout out to the people that one day donated pizzas for the staff that are working, and we got to have a lunch together. Even though we were socially separated, we all kind of shared lunch together, and that was a really nice thank you to us, and we really appreciated that.
That was nice because normally I'm at one end of the building, you're at the other end of the building. I only see you guys when we're just distributing the lunches, and that's with masks and gloves on.
That's right.
I think it's important for people to realize that maybe a much smaller senior center might open fully, but for us, we won't be able to. And the reason is because of the numbers we serve and the amount of traffic we get here. Would you agree with that?
And yes, definitely. And some of the things we've talked about doing, and again, this is discussions, is if we can't bring the people in, can we do an outdoor program? So maybe we're going to do Tai Chi or yoga outside, unless it rains, and then we won't. Can we do some of our fitness programming outside? And it really is relying on the health district and the state to kind of guide us as, is that okay? Is that not okay? Because being part of Parks and Recreation, we kind of want to go along with what our department is doing and what creative ideas can we come up so people can get back to a little bit of normal.
Yeah, because we want people to keep their spirits up and keep being healthy because it all works back to it. As far as us opening back up, I know we've had many discussions amongst ourselves, but you're in discussion probably daily with other senior centers throughout the state. Whom are some of the other agencies you're talking to in keeping us on task?
Our state association, which is called CASP, Groton actually is designated as the county person, our county representative on a committee that's working with the state to talk about and come up with a plan for senior centers to reopen. So we are involved in that. We also work with our local area agency on aging, which is called Senior Resources. Senior Resources provides the Older American Acts money through the state out to the community. And so we are looking and working with them on helping some of our seniors in the community access technology. And then also looking at, is there a way we could expand our meal program to a dinner program? And that's kind of a work in progress too. So we're looking for the monies to do some things that we normally wouldn't be thinking of, but really could use right now. So we're working a lot there. And then the senior centers in New London County, all the directors, we all keep in contact with each other, really just to say, how are you doing? What are you doing? How are your virtual programs going? And really to keep each other's moods up, because sometimes it's a little depressing being in this huge building and nobody's here. And you really want to see people and do stuff with people, and you really can't. So we're kind of going through what everybody at home is going through, just in a little different way.
Yeah, we miss them as much as they miss us.
Yes, exactly.
One of the things that I have found to be kind of enlightening and I love to see is the fact that so many of our seniors, now we serve 55 and older, have embraced the technology. And, in talking to the other senior centers, do you feel that that is across the board?
I think so. I think people think seniors don't know how to use technology. And you and I know that, yes, they're heavy users, especially of cell phones. They're worse than teenagers. And but through their cell phone, they can FaceTime with people like we're doing now. I'm on my cell phone using Zoom. And so it may be that we do a few more Zoom meetings where people can use their cell phones. It's just teaching them how to do it. And we can do that virtually too. So I think people like the technology, and I'm quite sure that they're on there shopping away, getting things. I know of, in talking with the other directors, a lot of people are grocery shopping online too, and either going and just picking it up so it's brought out to their car, or they're having it delivered. And I think what I heard was ShopRite. It's right now during the pandemic, it is only $5 on top of your costs to have it delivered to your house. So there are some options there, but again, you use technology to do your ordering, which I think is really great. And that might be something that some people will continue to do even after things have reopened.
I think it's a great thing that people have embraced it and are learning more and more. They're enabling themselves to be better off. One of the things I also really like is with the meals is how many people have stepped forward, and not just seniors, but it started as seniors paying it forward. Oh, I just want to pay a little extra for somebody else to get a meal. But even today, we had somebody send in a substantial amount of money to donate just to buy, I think it was over 35 meals. And how terrific that is, that it's not just the people who are coming to buy meal for themselves, but they're buying meals for people who are in need. So if somebody needs a meal, maybe somebody's not getting the meal, what should they do?
There's a couple of options. They can call the senior center and purchase the $5 meal. And if we know it's somebody that's has limited means, we actually use this donation money to provide them a free meal. The other option is to call the center and we will connect you with TVCCA's Meals on Wheels. They are adding people now so that you can get home delivered meals. And that's really important, especially if somebody is frailer. Or I know of 2 seniors that have contacted us that said they fell during this period of time and are now homebound because they're recuperating from their injuries. And so we hook them up with Meals on Wheels, and they do a 5-day drop for those people. So all they have to do is microwave the meals to have a good hot meal once a day. So it's important to call us because we will connect you. Human Services in town is also doing, through the food locker, you can get groceries. So you would contact Human Services and they would be able to provide you with some groceries. And I think, and this is what I remember, is you can get a couple weeks worth once a month from them. So that will help extend any monies that you have by being able to get some groceries from Human Services Food Locker. Definitely.
So if they want to get in touch with the senior center, I know you said it before, you said our phone number, which is 860-441-6785. But also, what is another great way to stay in touch with us at the senior center?
You can stay in touch with us by going on our website, which is grotonrec.com, or facebook.com/GrotonSC.
That's right. And if you're going to do a search for us, make sure you do Groton Senior Center, Connecticut.
That's right.
We do get calls from Massachusetts Groton Senior Center.
That's right. We do. We do.
Mary Jo, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. What I really want to express to people is they have no idea how much you do for us. You write so many grants. She goes out of her way to get us the grants. We show her a need, or we tell her a crazy idea, and Mary Jo, you back us up. So thank you. And you know, we're just hopeful we see everybody soon, right?
Thank you. And yes, we miss people here, and we're here for you. So even while people are sheltering at home and social distancing, give us a call if there's anything we can do. That's what we're here for.
And we are hopeful we will have our events and our trips and our programs and our classes and our fitness center open as soon as safely possible.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Thank you, Mary Jo, for being on Senior Beat with us today. And we look forward to seeing you guys all next time.
Bye.
Bye.